With the Queen's passing, the focus shifts to the King, King Charles III. He was born to be the King 73 years ago. Now he needs to do the job. King Charles will not be unaware about his responsibilities. After all, he has been preparing for decades. In recent years, his role has been steadily expanding. Charles often stepped in for his mother at royal ceremonies. He undertook foreign trips and led investitures where recipients are granted knighthood. His most notable appearance came earlier this year. King Charles delivered the Queen's speech at the British Parliament in May. This happens whenever a new session begins. It's similar to the President's address to the Indian Parliament at the beginning of every session. In the speech, King Charles, who served as the Prince back then, set out the agenda for the British government. So in the final years of the Queen, King Charles was taking on more constitutional responsibility. But now he takes the helm of the royal family, and that brings with it big changes. He'll be the head of state, not just for the UK, but also for 14 other Commonwealth nations. This includes countries like Australia and Canada. King Charles will also serve as the head of the Commonwealth. This is a grouping of 56 countries. He also becomes the head of the British Armed Forces, the judiciary, the civil service, and the supreme governor of the Church of England. A lot of these responsibilities remain largely ceremonial, but the British sovereign has a few more important roles to play, granting royal assent to bills and being a confidant for prime ministers. British sovereigns have worked closely with their prime ministers. They hold regular meetings with them throughout their time in office. The prime ministers must inform and brief the sovereign about government policy. While a sovereign is constitutionally required to remain strictly neutral, they do have the space to influence the upcoming bills. So what kind of sovereign will King Charles be? Will he be discreet like his mother, Queen Elizabeth, who maintained strict political neutrality, or will King Charles carve out a different path for himself and speak his mind about issues? It's difficult to say. However, as Prince, Charles did try to chalk out his legacy. He is a patron or a president of more than 400 charities as of today. In addition to that, he founded the Prince's Trust. It has helped nearly 1 million youths who are disadvantaged. Personally, King Charles has championed environmental causes, but in recent times, his philanthropy work has run into trouble. One of the charities of King Charles was accused of taking a donation from the family of Osama bin Laden. And then there was the Cash for Honor scandal. A close aide of King Charles allegedly offered knighthood to a billionaire Saudi donor. This was apparently in exchange for donations. There is also the impending fallout from the Epstein revelations. Prince Andrew's alleged links with sex offender Jeffrey Epstein have invited scrutiny from investigators. Prince Andrew is the brother of King Charles. Soon after the claims came out, he was forced to step back from royal duties. So those are some of the short-term challenges for King Charles. He has some pretty big shoes to fill. Queen Elizabeth, even in her final years, remained the most popular royal. She was the longest-serving monarch in British history. Charles does not enjoy the same level of popularity. There will also be attention on the role of the Queen Consort Camilla. Queen Elizabeth chose that title for her. It is a request that she made in February this year. Let me tell you what she said. I'm quoting, "And when in the fullness of time my son Charles becomes king, I know you will give him and his wife Camilla the same support that you have given me. And it is my sincere wish that when that time comes, Camilla will be known as Queen Consort as she continues her own loyal service." Will Camilla stick with the same title, or will she be given the title of the Queen? And how will King Charles navigate all these issues? These decisions will define his legacy. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.